My name is Amber Lynn. I'm an author and also a certified life coach. I'm here today with Patrick Doyle. He's a best-selling author, counselor, and expert in relationships. Welcome today.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Patrick, can someone actually grow without leaving?
Ha, great question. This is something I hear a lot. Yes, but we have to be very clear about what growth is. Because what I hear a lot of people say, grow means getting the circumstances to be what I want them to be. If I was growing, then things would change. When you're in a situation where you're in a relationship with someone who has high levels of denial that doesn't resolve any conflict, growth isn't about getting them to change. Growth is about living in clarity and reality about what's actually happening instead of us trying to make it be what we want it to be. Now, listen, who doesn't want it to be good? Who doesn't want them to care about you? Who doesn't want things to resolve? That's all of us. But after many, 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 sometimes decades of experience with someone where there's no change and their denial is really high, growth isn't about changing that. Growth is about being in the clarity of the fact that they're not going to change. And then you start spending time on you instead of trying to manage or change or get the outcome to be something other than what it already is. Practical step number one, start documenting what's actually happening. For example, you have an interaction with that person and they rationalize, minimize, justify, deny, gaslight, spiritualize, whatever. And so you brought the concern, you go through all that, and then you're all confused. Like, well, I thought would because, and I don't know. But when you start documenting what happens, you don't say anything to that person. You're like, they said this, they did this, they said that. Okay, got it. And then you start to see a pattern. Oh, they deny that. They deny this every time. They rationalize, they spiritualize, they make me the problem, they blame shift. Oh, so what happens is instead of spending your energy on trying to change it, you spend your energy on trying to identify what's actually happening. And as you do that, I guarantee you will grow. Now, growth doesn't always mean I feel better. Usually, growth means I'm getting clear and what I'm seeing isn't very pretty. And that's what motivates us to start to change things instead of try to survive them and put energy into how do we avoid it. So, yes, the practical step one I would do is to start to document. Practical step two, find someone who's not within the system that you can trust, that you can say these things to and get validation. Okay? Because that person you're with is never going to validate your perception. They're going to try to get you to not believe your perception so they can maintain control and avoidance of responsibility. I wish I had never seen this, but I see it every day.
Got it. So basically, yes, someone can grow without
Yes.
actually leaving the environment.
Hmm.
And then also that growing is less about leaving in this situation and more
Hmm.
about just staying
Hmm.
clear about
Right.
reality and not
Right.
putting
And I
yourself.
would tell you this, no one ever grows or leaves a situation like this without getting clear first. It's just how it works. But remember, I grew up in an abusive environment. I know you did, Amber. And so we're taught to become comfortable with the problem. And if you're with someone who has high levels of denial and a lot of blame shifting, you have been trained on how to take responsibility for stuff that's not yours, which is why the documentation and the talking to other people really helps you get clear and maintain clarity about what's actually happening. You're never going to get that from the person with the denial.
Got
They
it.
won't, they're not capable of giving it to you. They don't want it. And it's really hard for people in these situations to look at someone who treats others with great respect and they're well respected, but they don't treat you that way. And that makes your mind really confused about, well, maybe it is just me. Someone else's behavior isn't your responsibility, it's theirs. People with high denial, they are responsibility Teflon. Nothing ever sticks. and they want you to be responsibility Velcro. Everything sticks to you.
Got it. All right. Well, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
If you found this helpful, feel free to check out the description. We got a free resource there for you, along with some other links. So,
Mhm.
yeah. And until next time, thanks.
Yep.
Bye.
See ya.